Peace. Today's episode will be tackling the topic of Kyrie Irving suspended for 5 games by the Brooklyn Nets. Now, this is after the brother has already donated $500,000 to the ADL, aka the Jewish Mafia. I repeat, Kyrie Irving has just been suspended 5 games by the Brooklyn Nets. And this is after the brother has already donated $500,000 to the ADL, aka the Jewish Mafia. And their reasoning for suspending the brother for 5 games. This is after the outlash. And Kyrie was even publicly called out by the NBA owner and commissioner, Adam something, he a Jew. He was like, he's disappointed that Kyrie Irving didn't issue a public apology for all the anti-Semitic things he was. Man, I challenge everybody that's watching this episode of my podcast to go watch the documentary From Hebrews to Negroes. I challenge everybody that's watching this episode of my podcast right now to go watch the documentary From Hebrews to Negroes and tell me, after you get through watching that documentary, what did you see that was so motherfucking hateful in that documentary to where Kyrie Irving should be out here apologizing? That's why he didn't apologize. That's why he didn't apologize. You gotta check out what the brother said. You know what I'm saying? He said he know who he is, man. He can't be anti-Semitic. It's impossible for people who look like me and you to be anti-Semitic when the definition of a Semite is us. See, just because today 82% of the Jewish community is Caucasian, don't you think that the people that they was talking back about in those biblical times didn't look like me and you? The proof is in the pudding. It's evidence that factually backs this up. And that's all that this documentary was exposing. That our history, a lot, not all, but a lot of the African Americans over here in the United States of America, it has been scientifically proven that we are the original Hebrews. Because you got to realize, black isn't a race. I mean, look at this hoodie. This is black. You can see on the video that my skin is brown. So black isn't a race. That's what they did to trick and bamboozle brothers and sisters. And to this day, y'all are still tricked and bamboozled. To this day, y'all still walk around with the last names of your oppressors. And the Brooklyn Nets should be embarrassed and ashamed because they cracked to the pressure of the Jewish community. See, these Jewish gangsters, they throw these terms out like anti-Semitism when they know that you know not. Like Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Stephen A., and the number one coon of all, Shannon Sharp. All of y'all brothers should be ashamed to look in the mirror and see that you the same complexion as this brother Kyrie Irving. And for y'all to go out here and do the job of the slave owner and our open enemy in the way that y'all brothers are doing, I repeat, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Stephen A., and the number one coon of all, Shannon Sharp. All of y'all brothers right now are doing the job of the enemy. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all brothers could have all played Samuel L. Jackson character in the Django movie.